Much for joining me today. This morning, we are going to be looking at embracing change, the journey of growth and success. And yes, we are speaking to secondary school students right here, students who are of the teenage years. Yes, it's a very critical time. So for those of you who are joining me for the very first time, I am Coach Leonie Tusa, and I work with students to help them gain clarity, consistency, and to build self-confidence. I am also a motivational speaker, and I want the entire world to know, those youths, those young people, to know that here's what, you can achieve your goals regardless of your station in life. All right, once you have that strong desire to excel and be a better version of yourself, to be have a better future. So I want to thank you once again for joining me this morning. Please do feel free to share the live, and if you are here for the first time, kindly subscribe to my channel and like the video. All right, so this morning it's International Women's Day, and I just want to shout out to everybody and say happy International Women's Day. You are special, you are divine. Just go out and do what you are created to do, to be great, to be awesome, to always be focused on your self-development so that you can help others, you can nurture others, because we are all interconnected and interrelated, and what we do impact on each other. So we want to give the best versions of ourselves. Okay, so today it's a brand new day. It's a fresh start for so many of us, and I am excited to share with you here this morning. All right, I've been asking many of you, or not maybe asking, but at the same time sharing with you how you can become a better version of yourself. All right, I've been talking that kind of talk about mindset, about changing habits, about daily routines. And I know it can be challenging for some of us, and it's not always easy to make adjustments to change our mindset. But here's what, change is necessary for growth. And whether we like it or not, change happens on a daily basis. So let's talk about what change really looks like, how it feels, and most importantly, why you're doing it. Yes, why you're doing it. All right? But, when we are looking at changing, oops, and things are flying away. Yes, it's sort of windy here this morning. Yeah, so let me just get that together. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it's nice and cool and breezy today. All right, so when we're talking about change, and as we change our routines, as we change our habits, as we begin to change our mindset, we actually go through a process. There's a stage of change, and one of the things that I'm going to do with you now is to break it down a bit. So let's look at it. At the first stage, it's what we call a stage of awareness. Now, some other persons go as well as 6 and 7 stages, but we're just going to look at 4. So you want to look at a time of awareness. That's the time you realize something is wrong. Maybe you have been struggling with focus. Maybe you have been struggling with self-confidence and time management. Maybe you have been struggling with not getting good grades. And that's the first stage. You become aware of the challenges that you are experiencing. All right? The second stage is where some of us, really we want to change. We have this desire to change. We need to build the confidence. We need to get the exercise routine, the study routine in. But hear what? There comes stage 2, resistance. And this is where the doubt comes in. And this is where you begin to question yourself. Can I really do this? Can I accomplish this? What if I fail? Your mind and your body, it's adjusting. And it really do feel uncomfortable for some of us, many of us. So that first stage is that stage of awareness, that stage of resistance. And for those of you who are joining me now, please feel free to say hi and say where you're coming in from. And this morning we are looking at embracing change, the journey of growth and success. All right, if you know any secondary school student, any teenager, any parent, feel free to share this live with them and encourage them to subscribe so they can get additional tips on how we can support our youths as they develop and as they mature, because at the end of it all, we want them to be a better version of themselves. All right, we want them to build a stronger future. All right, so those two stages, awareness and resistance. Let's look at the third stage. The third stage is where you actually start exploration. You start trying new ideas, new ways of thinking, and you begin to see some shifts. Now, the thing is, at this stage, for some persons, and again, it depends on what you're trying to change, you're going to start to see little changes happening. You're going to see the adjustments happening. You're going to start to feel good. All right, you're going to feel better about what you're seeing. But again, that will work based on how you consistently make the effort, and we're going to talk about that a little later on in another session. Okay, so having explored and you started looking and tweaking and adjusting your timetable, there comes to your stage 4. Not because you're feeling all well means that you're out of the woods. Because here's what, in the 4th stage, we are looking for commitment. How committed are you? Can you stay strong? Will you stay strong? And when you stay committed, this is when the change actually becomes a part of you. This is when the change becomes a part of you. So we look at when you become aware, you're going to experience the resistance, and the resistance will be determined by, what kind of change you're looking at. Then you begin to explore, you begin to see little results. But here's what, for it to become a part and parcel of your everyday existence, you must be committed. So those are the 4 stages that I'm touching on with you this morning. So which stage do you think you're in? Feel free to put it in the chat. Which stage do you think you are in right now? Feel free to drop it in the comments. Feel free to drop it in the comments. Okay, lovely. So let's continue. Now, I started off saying we're going to look at change, and we want to see what this change will feel like. What this change feels like. Now, let's be honest with each other. Let's be honest here. Change doesn't always feel right at first. All right? Change, good morning. Nice to have you on board with us, Douglas. Change doesn't always feel good, Sometimes change feels quite uncomfortable. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. It can be frustrating. And without a doubt, it can be frustrating. You might not see results right away. So, you change your timetable, you look at your exam paper, you're putting in the hours, and it's like nothing. Yeah, you're not seeing the change at this point in time. You're not seeing the change at this point in time. And of course, it is scary because it's new. You are doing something new and unknown, maybe for the very first time. But can I tell you that there's great news here at the end of it all? On the other side of the discomfort, the scariness, the uncomfortable feeling, the frustration, on the other side of that, you're going to see growth. You're going to see confidence and success. Can you think of a time when you had to make adjustments? You had to make changes? Can you think of that time? But what happened after you've made the change and the transition? You got results. You got positive results. whether it's what you're eating, whether it's your exercise, whether it's your study habit, whether it's your grade, or whatever it is. When you begin to make the adjustments and you stay committed to it, you're going to reap the rewards of it. Okay? So every single achievement starts with some level of discomfort. Yeah. Remember when I was talking to you some time ago about your circle of friends? You felt uncomfortable initially about the people you had to spend less time with. But when you recognize that you were reaping the rewards of separating for a time from some of your friends, some of your relatives, and you begin to reap the rewards, you realize, here's what, because I spend less time with them and spend more time in the activities that are geared towards achieving my goals, you actually started feeling a whole lot better. But can I tell you, even if you're feeling uncomfortable and frustrated and scary, can I tell you, you're on the right path? Yes, you are on the right path. You're on the right path. But for that level of commitment to stay in that fourth stage of your change process, you need to have a very strong desire. And desire is going to help propel you forward. And with that desire, you have to remember your why. Why am I starting this journey? What is the positive outcome that I'm working toward? Right? And will my life improve because of this change I'm making? And these are some of the questions you have to make sure and ask yourself when you start to feel the struggle of uncertainty and the scariness. Listen, anytime you feel that change is becoming too hard, go back to your why. Go back to your why. Maybe your why for secondary school students or any person who is studying is a better grade. All right? Stronger discipline, a brighter future. Go back to that why. Hold on to your vision. We spoke about having a vision. Hold on to that. Go back to that vision board and remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. Because this is what is going to push you through your tough days when you don't feel motivated. You have to remember that why. And I am telling you, when I sat at a table to do that math question, that accountant question, or even write an essay, I had to remember why I was not getting up off that chair. When I'm training for volleyball or netball because I was an athlete at school, I had to remember why I was doing it, because I wanted my team to win. And here's what, I was the captain of the both teams. So I had to set the example so that I could motivate others and encourage others to do well. Yes, your why will help you. Yes, your why will help you. Definitely, Douglas. Your why will help you. And these are the days you want to hold on to it. Remember your why. Create the image. Remember what it's going to do for you. So for those of you who are joining me this morning, please feel to drop a line, drop a comment, say where you are from. All right, we are looking at embracing change, the journey to growth and success. We look at the process of, or the stages of change, what to expect. Because we have been talking about mindset, we have been talking about goal setting, but I know to develop that habit, to make those changes, can be challenging for some of us. But let's look at the expected outcomes. Let's focus on the positive results. You understand the process, you're hearing about the process. Look at yourself, examine yourself, see where you're at. Now let's look at the positive results, all right, that can happen when you stay committed to the change. What are those positive results? Can I tell you, can I share with you as a matter of fact, when I stayed committed and true to myself as a teenager and even right into my adult life, you find that you built confidence. Remember, I'm here up. I'm working with you to build that confidence, that clarity, and that consistency. So you become more confident in what you're doing because you prove to yourself that you can do it. And yes, you do get better results. Whether it's in school, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's at your personal growth, once you stay committed, you are going to get that. Thank you so much for tuning in from New York. It's great to have you with us this morning. All right? So the end result, the positive results of out of this, you're going to get that better results. And here's what you're going to get: greater opportunities. You're going to get new skills, new habits. New doors will open when you stick to it. All right? Remember, the discomfort is temporary. And maybe I could actually tell you that even it comes as though when you're exercising, you get some challenges in starting up the routine, and as you keep committed, you begin to see small results in about 3 weeks. Some of us, depending on what you're doing, 12 weeks time, you actually see some results coming because you remain consistent. But here's what you would feel: the aches and the pains, the discomfort, because you have to get up and do the exercises. All right? But the rewards will last a lifetime. Can I tell you that? The rewards will last a lifetime. If you are committed to embracing change, type "I am ready" in the comments. If you are committed to embracing change, type "I am ready" in the comments. Thank you, Danny, for coming on from New York. It's great to have you. So remember to subscribe to my channel, share this video, share this live. All right? And at this time, I know change is challenging, but you don't have to go through it alone. You do not have to go through it alone. If you are struggling to stay motivated, or you need personalized guidance, I offer one-on-one coaching. I offer group coaching as well, so that I can support the students and their parents as they navigate life. All right? So that we could develop that successful habit and create the lasting changes that you want to see in your life. But as we always say, whatever you put into it, you're going to get something in return. You can't expect something and give nothing. There must be some sacrifice. And if you are ready to take your personal growth to the next level, let's work together. Let's book a session. And let me put that link there. Okay, it's not all, okay, something is happening here, but I'm going to put it in afterwards. You can connect with me at info, I-N-F-O, at leoniestoussaint.com. I'm going to put it into the live, into the comments, into the description afterwards if it's not there. But you can book a session today. And remember, I want you to remember that success is on the other side of change. Success is on the other side of change. So let's go there together. All right? Change, as I said before, it's not easy, but it's worth it. The change is worth it. So keep pushing forward. Trust the process, and remember, you are capable of achieving incredible things. You've got greatness in you, according to Les Brown. All right? And here's what you owe you. You owe you, according to Eric Thomas, you owe it to yourself. So if you need my support, once again, I am here for you. Let's stay focused on growth and development, and let's succeed. Have an amazing day and keep embracing change. And for those of us who are on with me, thank you so much for tuning in. Have an awesome Saturday. All right, bye for now.